Hi everyone, my name is Abby. In this session, I want to show you how to create a pull request. uh, the reason why I'm doing this is because part of the requirement for your HTML and CSS is to ask for a review from your assigned reviewer. And so far, the review I've done for some students, I realize that most of the students have all their changes in main branch, and with that, you can actually formally or let me just say formally, you can ask for a review. And the only way you can ask for a review is just to come to my DM and just like ask for a review that I should just review it. Then the same way as you are asking me, there is only one way for me to just pass my comment back to you. It's just via Discord. So there is no record as to what the comment looks like. So we want to keep track of that. And besides, if you are working in a team, that's the workflow the Git introduce. So you have to normally you don't need to work on the main branch because the main branch is reserved as the base branch where we have all the changes, all the confirmed changes. So if you are introducing new changes, we don't expect you to work on the main branch. You are expected to create a new branch. When you work on it, you push it to the GitHub. You raise the pull request. Pull request is just a way of asking for your colleagues' consent on the changes you are bringing to the base branch. So without wasting much of your time, I will just introduce you to what I'm about to do here. So this is just like exactly how your work should look like. If you go back, if you go to your GitHub, you just see that you should have just like main. But in my case here, I have master. So master is the old name for main. So this project is just GSS example. It doesn't really matter what the project look like, what and what is there. What I want you to focus on is that you have just a main branch. So now what I want to do is that I want to have like trying to just create a pull request. Or if you look at it right now, I can create a pull request here. If you look at it here, let me just say I can create a pull request here because I only have one branch. If I just say new pull request here, you can see I can create it. Before you can create a pull request, or you need to have like a kind of difference, 5 changes between the base branch and the compare branch. So to do that, I have to just come back to my VS Code. Then this is the project here, GS testing example. If I just check, let me just clear everything first so that you just see it. If I just check here, clear everything. If I just say git branch to list all the branch I have here, you can see I only have one branch. So what I want to do is that I will create 2 branches. I'll say git checkout dash b develop. I'll create another one as well. Say git checkout dash b. Yeah, you need to create these two branches. So let me just check it again. I'll just do git branch again. You see where I am. I'm on PR branch right now. So one thing you need to know is this: if I check the commit history on each of these, you see that all of them has same commit history. Now I'm currently on PR. I will just say git log dash dash one line. If I just check it, you see that I have all these. This is the first commit, initial commit, and this is the last commit we just have on it. This is update action files. So if I switch branch to like develop branch, let me say develop and do git uh log one line, you can see this is the first commit and this is the latest commit on the branch. Same goes to master, git checkout master. So if I do the same thing, I just check, you can see everything. So all of them have similar changes. There is no difference between 3 of them. So what I want to do, in essence, for us to be able to create a pull request so that you can ask for a reviewer, you need to make sure that you have like some difference between the branches. So what we want to do now is that we just created two branches, which is develop and PR. So I will make sure probably I will reset the head of develop branch to probably this latest, the first commit. So I will leave the commit history in the PR branch as it is. So the reason why I'm doing that is that in the develop, I just want to have this commit, and in the PR, I will have the whole of this commit. So that will give us the chance to actually say we want to raise a pull request from PR branch to develop. So that is that what I want to do. So to do that, I'll just switch to develop uh, branch git checkout develop. Okay, if I have done this, I will just do git reset. To do that, I just need to just get this commit sha, this commit number, you can put it that way. So I will set it there. So if I do that, I can just say git, excuse me, git log dash dash one line. So you can see now I'm having just one commit. So what I will just do is that I will just do git push dash u origin develop. Mhm. So I'm pushing that. If I push this now, I'll switch again. No, when you push, you're sending it to the remote GitHub there. So I will check out to PR branch. Sorry, I have here. Okay. Okay, so you just complaining that I have some changes here. So what I will just do, if you want to do that, if you encounter that, is just not really difficult. You can come here and say git status. Just check the status. I have a bunch of changes here. I will hide them, then I will check them out, or let's just do add and stash it. Stashing is just to save it somewhere because we really don't need it. So when you stash it, so you just there you can see save working directory and index stage, so work in progress on develop. So I really don't need it now. So now this will allow me to not switch branches now. So I can switch branches branch to PR, as you can see. So if you do git log dash dash one line here, so you can see everything you see there. This is the first branch here, and this is the latest. This is the first commit here. This is the latest commit here. So I can just say push dash u origin PR. So right now at this moment, I've been able to push the develop branch with just one commit. Then I push the PR branch that has the latest all the commits in it. So let's go and check it on the GitHub. If I reload, all you just need to do, you can just come down to put request here. So you're still doing the same thing. I can just say even before that, let's check all the branches that we have now. If you click here, you see all the branches we have developed, we have this. Then mind you, this is master branch, then we have 11 commits. That's what we created there. If I come down to develop branch, you can see we only have one commit. If I come down to PR, we still have our 11 there. So if I want to create PR request now, the base will be the develop branch. I can just come down here and say develop. I can come down here and say PR. So what I'm saying here, uh, so what I'm saying now is that I have just one commit here. I have all the commits here. So there is difference between the two uh, branches. The base is not having some changes in this here. So if there is difference between the base and the compare branch, so pull request is possible. That's why you can say able to merge, or else for instance, let me just come here and change this to master. Notice that the master branch and the develop branch, I mean, sorry, if I change this, yeah, this is just checking it. But if you look at it, merge pull request is also possible here because here we are having just one commit. Here we are having just like 11 commit. But if I change this to like PR, let me come down here and change this to PR. All right, if I change it to PR, you see there isn't anything to compare. So there is no difference between the two branches. So when you want to create a pull request, you have to make sure that there is difference between base PR and base branch and the compare branch. So I'll just go back here and do what I want. I want to merge uh, uh, PR to develop. So you might be wondering that why didn't I just merge master to this? I don't want to tamper with your work. So I'm just doing this for the essence of asking for review so that we can just have a kind of a track record of the comment that the reviewer is actually sending to you. So we want you to do this, please. Do this, and so that, and beside, going forward, probably in your second year, you still have like some courses that make pull request a requirement. You have to do that. So just like we have it now, you still have it there. So it's good for you. So to create a pull request now, you can just come down here. You can come to create pull request. This is still loading. You can just create a pull request now. So you see what pull request look like. As you can see, I can just give it like a name. I can just say merge PR to develop branch. Just make it to be meaningful. So I can just add like a kind of description here. Description. I can say something like merging 5 changes from PR to develop. Just make it meaningful. So I can just create a pull request. So that's one part. You have created a pull request. So the second part is that you need to add someone to review it. So how do you go about that? So you have to be very careful because someone who doesn't have access to your project cannot review your project. So you need to first of all add the reviewer as a collaborator. So normally if you want to add a reviewer, you can just click here. So you bring the list of the collaborator you have on this project. But right now I don't have a collaborator. So what you just need to do is just to come down here and see, for instance, you can come to collaborator here. I really don't know. Can I just so you have to just try and do a kind of a two-factor authentication here. So it's asking me for like a kind of a code. So I'll be adding the code right now. Uh, mm, 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 mm. So that is it. So I can add people that can review my work. I can just come here, add people. So you can use username, you can use file name, you can use email. So I think let me just look for this user here. This is part of one of our students here. I can just use something like this. I can get it from here. I can add it as a kind of a collaborator here. Yeah, I'm adding it. You can see I'm inviting it. So add this to the repository. So in your own case, the user you are adding should be your reviewer. So you can just message your reviewer, just ask for the GitHub username so that you can use it here. So if I come back here now, the pull request is still here. So I can just add a reviewer. So this is the formal way of asking for review in Git. It's open. Okay, I should have this user here. Nothing to show. Why? Mhm. I have a lot of collaborators here. Doing one, good. So the reason why I'm not having that user there good is because uh this user is pending, the invite is still pending. The user have not accepted the invite. So once the user accept the invite, you can now come to the pull request and say you want to add the user here. So when you click this reviewer here, you see the user here, you select it. Immediately you select it, the user will get a notification that someone has assigned him or her to review the pull request. So if you look at it, I can leave some comment here. I can look at the changes here. You can see, I can look at the changes here. Still loading. So as you can see, I have a lot of changes. I can see if there's anything, I can just add my comment here. So I can do and undo or do something or anything there. So if everything looks good, you can just come down here, add your like uh, GTB, GTM, look good to me, then I can approve it or anything. So, but I think it's impossible. Why? Because I only have this, so I can just submit like review or something like that. So if I click this and come back to say, you can see. So this is good. Even if we merge this PR, even if we merge this PR, we still have this. So this is the best way of asking for review. So I can, if the reviewer have given you the go ahead to merge it, so you can just come down here and merge it. So it's as simple as that. This is just as easy as that. So uh, and if you look at it here, another thing you should notice that if you realize that if you remember that develop as one just commit and PR has like 10 commit. So the 10 commit plus 1 is 11. So everything will just fall in place if you just go with that. So that is it on how to raise a pull request. So we want you to do that. And if you have any question, you can just drop requests. So we'll try as much as possible to answer it. Thank you, everyone. I wish you best of luck. Bye.